Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to talk about the weight loss killer that is Halloween. I'm going to share with you some tips and ideas that help keep your weight loss on track. Okay, first, so let's discuss why Halloween is so detrimental to your weight loss. Several reasons. First of all, the candy, high in sugar, corn syrup, spiking your insulin, causing you to store fat, all that business. Secondly, the duration of the holiday has grown from one day to like several weeks between all the parties and parades, and trick-or-treating and trunk-or-treating, not to mention the leftover candy that lasts for 2 weeks after the holiday. So that's a long time to try to keep your sweet tooth in check. And lastly, the small snack-sized portions fool you into believing that you can have just one and it's not that many calories. And then before you know it, you've eaten 6 snack-sized Snickers and totally blown your calorie. So how do we get this gut-busting behemoth under control? Well, I have a few ideas that will hopefully make it easier. Okay, first of all, do not keep your candy in a bowl on the table or on the counter or on your desk anywhere in plain sight. Keep it in a cabinet or somewhere out of sight, out of mind. That will limit your temptations to graze throughout the day. Number 2, if you're tracking calories, which I highly recommend you do, be sure to count all the candy that you're eating, because that can add up over the course of the day to become a large portion of your calorie allotment if you don't watch it. And then at the end of the video, I got a couple graphics I'll put up that lists the different calorie counts for different Halloween candies, so you can check that out. Number 3, sort through your candy and then consolidate it down to the candies that you really like and get rid of the rest. So how we do this is we'll dump all of the candy out on the floor, and then we have 2 kids. We'll allot each of them about 25% of the candy. So they take turns picking out of the pile to put in their own pile until they each have about 25%, and then there's about 50% of the pile left. And then we bag the rest of that candy up and get rid of it. So that way they only have the candy that they really like. So you can take that remaining candy, take it to work, give it to coworkers, give it to your family, hand it out on Halloween to trick-or-treaters. Or if you got any skinny friends, you can give it to them, but just get it out of the house. Then take each child's stash and put it out of sight in the cabinet, out of sight, out of mind, and then you can kind of ration it to them as you feel appropriate. Okay, number 4 is you can portion your candies into Ziploc baggies. Take little Ziploc baggies, take a couple pieces, and kind of portion it out, to give to your kids, or if you're going to eat it yourself, portion it out and allow one portion a day or whatever it might be, and that makes it easier just to grab one, throw it in the kids' lunch, or allow them to have it after dinner or whatever you want. But if it's portioned out like that, I feel like that's an extra line of defense from the grazing habit of just going by and grabbing a piece every so often. So that can deter that grazing. And then one final little bonus tip. Normally suckers and gum are lower calorie than the other candies, and they also take longer to eat or consume. I know usually the suckers and the gum isn't the most tasty candy that you want, but if you're really trying to watch your calories and you really want something sweet, suckers and gum could be a good way to go. Okay, that's it. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, consider subscribing. Watch for my upcoming video on Thanksgiving tips. I'll put the candy calories up here, and I'll see you next time.